Hey guys, it's Dr. The Rice and Raw, and I'm going to be making a vegan mac and cheese. And I know there are going to be those 80-10-10 people who are like, oh my gosh, it's too much fat. I can't believe she's eating that much fat. I would never do that. And that's fine. You know, you don't have to be as adventurous as I am. And this is not an 80-10-10 recipe, but it is pretty close. And also what's really nice about this recipe is that it's kind of up to you how much cheese you want to add into your dish. Here are the ingredients. We have some Diet cheese. You can get any style shred that you like. Then we have this great brown rice pasta, and you can also use any type of pasta you like. Corn pasta, even regular pasta if you are not afraid of gluten and don't have any issues with gluten. I personally try to avoid gluten as much as I can if possible. We also have rice dream unsweetened. You can also make your own rice milk, your own almond milk, whatever you want to do. This is just what I'm using for convenience. Then we have about 1.5 cups of broccoli, some paprika. This is optional, and so is the garlic powder. Also, I found it's really nice to add some Earth Balance vegan butter in, but you do not have to, and I'm actually not going to add it in today. I usually just add it into my boyfriend's recipe when he wants some mac and cheese, just to make it a bit more decadent for him, but it is definitely not mandatory, not necessary, and I'm not going to use it. So, I'm going to add the pasta to the boiling water, the whole bag, and yes, I'm eating this whole bag. Okay guys, so I'm not really one for measuring, and this recipe does not call for any measuring. It's really just eyeballing it. But just to give you guys just an idea, I'm going to measure for this one. Let's see. I'd say about 1 cup and a little bit of rice milk for this whole recipe. That might have been a bit too much, so about 1 cup. So we're going to let the rice milk kind of heat up a little bit. I would never put this dial over 4. So while things are heating up, I just want to talk about just my experience with eating just a little bit higher fat every once in a while. And personally, I think it's fine for me. That's up to you to decide for yourself. I really never consciously incorporate fats into my diet. So I'm not eating nuts or seeds or avocados. So I kind of end up totally having all this extra room if I wanted to go a little bit bananas with a high fat recipe. For the people who are really worried about fat content, you don't need to add as much cheese into this. You can make this a really, really, really light cheese sauce, and you know, it's really up to your discretion. Of course, I want to avoid as much high fat meals as possible, but I really just love this recipe. I've had this meal actually twice in the past couple days, and I have not noticed any weight gain at all. I did notice the first day when I did eat it for dinner. The day after, I was a bit groggy, not 100%, you know, as energized as I usually am. The next time I had it, I didn't notice it as much, and for me right now, it's kind of worth it at nighttime when I'm just like really, just want to like cuddle up in a blanket with my cat and just watch TV or whatever. I actually just made this recipe for my boyfriend who just went off to the gym. And he loves it. He actually requested this instead of going out to eat tonight. So that's really cool. We can save money this way. So things are starting to heat up. Stir everything around. And now we're going to add a cheese to the rice milk. Once again, this is up to you how much cheese you want to put in. I'm just going to ballpark it for you, really. This is actually 1 cup of Diet cheese. Now I'm just going to stir this down and let it just melt down. It's going to take a while. It's going to take like 5 to 10 minutes. I made a whole bunch of freshly squeezed orange juice and mango smoothie. And I made a lot for me and then the same amount for my boyfriend, and he didn't end up being able to drink all of it. So I ended up drinking probably about half of his smoothies as well. So I've already had 1,560 calories today. That is what I'm eating in a given day. About 2,500 calories to 3,000 or over. I think it's very, very important to judge by results and not theory. And yes, there is a lot of science behind 80-10-10 if you want to look into it, do your own research. But you also need to take into account there's all these lean, fit people on 80-10-10 who are eating 3,000 calories plus, and I'm not exercising a lot. I really don't exercise that much. I want to exercise more just for my health and just for fun, just as activities to do. But this past like 3 weeks, I've exercised like 3 times for an hour each. So just give an idea, you don't have to be a marathon runner to stay this thin and eat this much. Okay, so the pasta is about almost done, and I'm going to add in the broccoli just in with the pasta. Just let it cook up. And oh yes, I'm going to add in a little bit of garlic powder. Once again, optional. You don't need to add this in at all. I just think it's kind of nice. It gives it a little edge. Into our cheese sauce mix. So this is what the cheese sauce is looking like. Sorry for the shaky camera. I'm just going to be holding it. It's going to stir it up and just keep stirring it, and like it's going to be a little lumpy. You can see that there's still, the Diet cheese is not melted down. So this is why this sauce takes kind of a long time. And then we have our pasta right here with the broccoli. Just keep stirring it. You know, follow the directions on the back of your pasta. Add the broccoli in just before the pasta is going to be ready. Okay, so I'm just ready to take off the pasta now. And I'm just going to drain it, obviously, as you would with any pasta. Alright, so I'm just going to put this into our baking dish. So here it is in the casserole dish. I didn't oil it or anything. And we're just going to take the sauce and we're just going to pour it over. So yeah, this is a pretty big recipe, and I mean, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, that'll feed 2. And you know what, definitely, this can definitely feed 2, but it's going to feed just 1 tonight. It's just going to feed me. So I'm just going to mix it in, just in the casserole dish here. Sorry if the camera's shaky. Don't get nauseous, you guys. And the finishing touch is going to be some paprika. This I find very important. It really makes the dish. And we're just going to put this into the oven at 400 to 450, and we're just going to let it sit for about, gosh, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the crispness that you like it at. Alright guys, so it's bubbling in the oven, and I'm going to take it out now. Alright. So I am super psyched. This looks amazing. You can hear it right now. And I hope my camera does it justice. I don't know if it will. Oh, this looks great. Look how deep it is. This is the whole pan, alright? I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Alright guys, so I just finished this whole thing. It's all done. And it's all in my belly. I mean, I don't have much of a Buddha belly right now. Alright guys, I will see you later.